I cannot make out anything. Anyway, well, I'm happy to be using this landscape mode, but I had to figure something out here. So let me go ahead. Hey, Jan. And as you're joining, I just want to remind everyone that as you're joining, as I saw on a previous broadcast, if you can share your name, so that way I'd like to be able to address your name, your actual name rather than your tag. It's just a little bit easier. So thank you all for joining, and bear with me. This is, my first time using, hi Scarlett, this is my first time using, gosh, it's so weird, doing the broadcast in landscape. So I was trying to get my positioning. I guess I'll have to stand back here, but when I do the refresher, I'm going to be at my sync. So maybe I'll just scoot down like this or something like that. So yeah, and also when I did this, hi Lisa from Philly, hi Donna. I think I spoke with you earlier this week, Donna, I recall. So when I did this on the other day, I looked back at my Catch Me and I look so fuzzy. So can you guys let me know if I look fuzzy right now? Because I don't want to do a recording and I look fuzzy because, most of my curls are popping. You guys need to be able to see this. So thank you for the hearts. Can you please let me know if I look fuzzy or if the image is clear? Not fuzzy? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so as folks join on, just wanted to show you, this is how I put my hair up when I'm in the house and I'm not doing anything, no fuzz. Good, thank you, Lisa. So I put my hair up like this. Oh, this is gonna be awkward. So I put my hair up like this. Yeah, if I stand back, you can see me. To keep it out of the way, especially if it's hot. Keep it off my neck where there's sweat. So, yes, I'll take this down. Thank you. Thank you. And you all get to see what I'm working with. This is my day 3 hair, and the aim for this wash and go was fluffiness. I'm trying to get back to my fluffy. And so I've been, playing around with the combination of my moisturizer and my stylers so I can get the fluff. And so I think I really got a good blend here because I've got a good amount of body. And then if I do like that, you can see there's a lot of body in there, which is what I wanted. But I had some very, I just did. So, is that a good whip? So, I did my wash and go, and when I was doing it, I kind of noticed that, this was going to be it was a little resistant. And then when I took it out on day 2 and I had a client in the salon with me and I said, oh yeah, I'm having a bad hair day. And she's like, I couldn't tell, but me, you know how anal I am about my hair. So yeah, so I'm going to come closer so you can actually see. This is where the low porosity hair just did not want to respond to, the moisturizer. And so I got, all this stuff that I don't like. And this in the front, I can't do this. Right. So, and the way that I applied, and I hope that Mona gets to come on because she had asked me how do I apply the product, based on the porosity level of my hair. Where my hair is the driest or where my hair is low porosity, I like to put the most moisturizer I can. And so I like to put the Butter Than Love pudding on these portions. And so on the portions where I want it to be just fluffy, I would use the Get Slick Hair Smoothie. And so my combination is usually I apply my moisturizer first. So I started with the Get Slick Hair Smoothie, and then for the low porosity sections, I specifically applied the Butter Than Love pudding. And then also, as I had shared with you all who were on the scope with me earlier this week, that when you have your ends are mostly dry, you want to put your moisturizer, you really want to put your moisturizing product there. So I also put the Butter Than Love pudding on the ends of my hair. So where do you get your hair pudding? From Scarlett, who just commented above, from Wonder Curl. So yeah, I need to get this set right. I cannot go a couple more days with frizz in the front of my hair. And it's so interesting because, you know, I do a wash and go every week. I pretty much, you know, can do this with my eyes closed. But there are some times, yes, so that's Scarlett, the owner and founder and creator of Wonder Curl, and she's letting you know the name of the product. She's writing it out for you. I'm so extra dry at times. Okay, so as I'm reminding people as you come on, when you comment, if you can just share your first name just so we can address you by name, it's just a little bit easier than your tags. And so if your hair is extremely dry, you definitely want to make sure that you are regularly conditioning your hair, making sure you're cleaning your hair. Hi, Morena. Making sure you're cleaning your hair, cleaning your scalp, cleaning your hair, and then conditioning, and then you're applying your styling products. So I know oftentimes what people tend to do, I'm not saying that this is your case, but oftentimes what people tend to do is just apply, you know, product to damp hair or to dry hair even, or reapply product throughout the week. But if you're not getting adequate amount of moisture to your hair, you are going to experience a lot of dryness. Hi, Ashley from Little Rock. Welcome and thank you for joining my broadcast tonight. Oh yeah, so Morena, so what you're telling me is that's what you've been experiencing, that you've been putting the styling products on top of your styled hair. You're very welcome. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. Now this is just day 3. So I washed my hair on Tuesday. Normally my wash day is on Monday, but because of the holiday, I actually chose to do it on Tuesday. I was actually at the beach on Monday. So when a full 8 days plus a 9th day was when I washed it, and it looked pretty good. So when I did this, I wasn't tired, I was well rested. I don't know what went wrong, but for some reason my hair just resisted. So it can happen. It can happen to anyone. It happened to me. I know what I'm doing. And I still, my resistant hairs just did not want to receive, you know, the product. So I'm going to do this again for you all, but I wanted to make sure you can see. This is what I'm going to be refreshing. This portion. Curly hair can be stubborn, especially low porosity hair. So, and look at this. There's like definition right on the end. I don't know if you can see that. That's Whitney's hair from the first video she did. Oh gosh. And then there's all of this frizz. Freaks me out. And then I have like this one curl that likes to do this. Looks like it's a man-made curl. It's the only one that does that. What type of hair do I have? I usually don't label, you know, my curl pattern. My bad hair day is most people's. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm obsessed with having good hair days, so I have to. But yeah, I've been told that I have, or people have said or recognized or identified as 3C. And so you can pretty much say in that category. Wait, you haven't washed your hair in a week? Does it stink? No, 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 no. You misinterpreted. I wash my hair from week to week. I usually wash my hair on Monday. And no, my hair doesn't stink. Now, if I was doing a lot of heavy working out and sweating and stuff like that, I would wash my hair more often. But I don't. I'm a lightweight in the gym because I just maintain. So, yeah. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do what little bit of refreshing to this portion. Well, my hair is this is 4 years of natural hair growth. I just celebrated my 4-year anniversary. I did the big chop on August 30th, 2011. So here I am, I'm taking down this portion. So yeah, with hair growth, it's all, you know, a combination of factors. You have your hair growth rate, which is dependent upon your DNA, you know, your family composition. How much does it cost you to get your hair done? It cost me the cost of the products because I do it myself. So doesn't cost me much, just time, patience. So yeah, like I was saying, it's a combination of factors. So you have your family, you know, composition, whatever your DNA suggests is going to be your growth rate. And then you also have the factors of how you're maintaining your hair. So your hair is constantly growing, but if you're not seeing much limp, it could be the growth rate, and a combination of the growth rate and you know, whether or not your hair may be breaking off on the other end. Let's see. So thank you for coming back, Morena. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to isolate the portion of hair that I'm going to be working with, because what's going to happen is these hairs are going to want to join in the party. So I'm just going to clip them away. That was easy. I'm going to use my spray bottle. Now, this is just plain water. You like your curled look, but how you straighten it, I'm sorry, I just missed that portion because it disappeared when I was going to get my water bottle. So if you could just rewrite your question and I'll be happy to respond. So yeah, this is just plain water in here. I'm just going to go ahead and spray it. And I know this can be messy. I'm not wearing my cape tonight, everyone. This is just going to be me with a top on. Do you use a flat iron? I'm kind of sensing there's a spirit going on here. I'm not really sure if I'm liking. I do not use a flat iron on my hair. I just use water. So it's pretty much wet, but you can see closer to the root. I don't know if you can see that. It just looks a little frizzy. Well, I don't straighten my hair often. I prefer to wear my hair curly when I have. Yeah, please go ahead and do that. Let's just spare everyone. The spirit is, you can tell there's a spirit there. So we'll get rid of that. So I like to get as close to the root as possible. I'm going to go ahead and just add another clip. Okay. So now I can get in there closer to the root. Okay, I have a good curl pattern, but I think if I moisturize more, yeah. Okay, so yeah, with the water, this is what's bringing out my curl pattern. Now there's product on it, so that's why it's hanging so nicely. So after I put the water, that's when I apply my moisturizer, my first layer, and I layer everything. Some people may mix, but I prefer to layer, so that way I know I'm getting what I want. So I'm going to put about this much. I'm fairly generous when it comes to product. And so I'm just going to put it between my finger, my thumb, and start to apply it at the top, because that's where most of my frizz is. And then I'm just going to bring it down. I used to do the same with my hair. I'd spray just the frizzy bits with water. Exactly. Exactly. So now I have my water and I have my moisturizer. Exactly. And then apply the products. So the next thing, this was a wash and go. And so I'm just refreshing it the same way, the same technique for the most part. I did this shingling. First time viewing here, was that gel you just used? No. It was the moisturizer, the Butter Than Love pudding. See, this is, if you can see it, it's the Butter Than Love pudding. And this is what it looks like. My lighting is a little tough. It's light and fluffy, and it just literally melts into the hair. So that's why it probably looked like a gel when I put it on. But the next thing I'm going to put on is a gel. This is the Get Set Hair Jelly, and this is a very strong holding gel. I'm going to show you what it looks like in there. And this is almost empty as well. So I'm going to take about that much. This is a very strong holding gel, so you don't have to put so much on it, although I am heavy-handed. So I'm going to start with this side first. I'm going down the length of the hair. And because I did the shingling, I pretty much want to keep everything shingled. So that's one. Okay. And then these I'm going to apply together. See how they were kind of separated? So I'm going for some more. I don't know if you can see with that lighting. I'll still a little bit more. Like that. You can see that. And since these are together, I can go ahead and apply. Completely at the root. Gels leave your hair hard. The Get Set Hair Jelly has a flexible hold. There's no crunch unless you go crazy with applying the product. So yeah, so you see I got it on, and then because this is my low porosity hair, you'll notice it's still a little puffy at the roots. This is very resistant hair. This is why I go through this. It doesn't want to lay down. I want you to lay down hair. So yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and reapply as necessary, because I do not. And then in order to keep it from frizzing out at the root, what I'll do is I'll just pinch it between my fingers and hold it for a little while and then let it go. So you see the difference? See how that's puffy right there? Okay, yes, Scarlett can answer that. See how that's puffy? See how that's puffy right there? I don't know if you can tell. See how this one's laying down? Okay, who's that? Oh, hi, Amber. So now I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to press in between my thumb and my finger. As I pull it down, hang on. See how I'm holding it between my fingers? Now with the gel in my hand, holding it between my fingers, that little bit of pressure got it to stay up there. So this one's frizzy at the top. These two I pressed, and so it got rid of that frizz. I'm going to do one more because I don't want this frizz to bother me tomorrow. So one more again, just a little bit of the Get Set Hair Jelly at the top where I see the frizz. I'm putting it, gliding it down, and again I'm going to hold it and then let it go. And that way it'll hold. You see that? And I won't have the frizz. And that's it. So and then I got to pull it through down here. Just there. All the way down to the end. And let that dry. So you all are having a conversation without me. That's fine. Just use me as background music. I'm here for you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the part that was messing up my hairdo. And I can't have frizz at the front of my hair. Talking about I'm a natural hairstylist, right? So yeah, do you have any questions with regard to me having to refresh my hair, which for the most part when I use the Get Set Hair Jelly, I don't have to. Oh, thank you. Yeah, usually I don't have to reset. Now that I've, pretty much figured out using the Get Set Hair Jelly helps a lot. Hey girl, Pat from, hey girl, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. It's good to see you. So I'm going to let this air dry, which I usually do. It's probably going to take just about an hour. Let it just sit up there. And then tomorrow will be my, my day 4, and I'm going to be so happy. You just fixed the resistant front. I sure did. it was resistant. And you saw what I had to do. I've tried to stay away from having to use, from having to lay it down with like these pens or with clips, because I noticed that I get little dents and stuff like that, and I also don't like to pinch my hair. Do you put something on at night? Yes, I do. The scarf that I had on earlier is huge. This is the scarf that I put on. This is by far my favorite wash and go. Oh, the one that I messed up on and got the frizz in the front is your favorite. This is leaning more toward the fluffy. Do I ever do twist outs or any kind of out style, or just the wash and go? So tell me your name again, because as I mentioned before, you know, if we can, I'd like to be able to address you by name. It's just easier. It's more personal as well. With my hair, I do have low porosity hair, so understand it is a big scar. So I do the pineapple. I would show you, but I have hair air drying. So yeah, thank you, Rhonda. So with the twist outs or braid outs or anything where my hair has to dry, you know, over a period of time, because I have low porosity hair, when it dries naturally, when it air dries, this will be dry in just a couple hours. The perimeter will be dry in a couple hours. This portion right here can take 15 hours to air dry. So it's something where I would need to have an adequate amount of time to install everything, to apply everything, and then set my hair to be, you know, on pace for air drying. And so can you imagine when my hair is air drying and it's out, it takes 15 hours. If it's braided or twisted or rolled or anything like that, the air takes even longer to get to it. Now, granted, I could sit under, you know, a hooded dryer, but I don't like to. But in order to speed things up, I would. Even still, with my low porosity hair, it takes forever to dry. So that's something I would only attempt to do during the winter months, when I know that if it doesn't come out well, I could always put a hat on my head or a scarf on my head. I'm not going to go out like that during the summertime or during the warm months. So as it gets cooler, you know, I will, you know, do some other things. But right now, no, because it just takes so long for my hair to dry. Any other questions? I know I'm tilted to the side. Yes, that's my Instagram account, embrace_natural_beauty. I missed the first part. What did you put underneath the jelly? Okay, so Amber Janelle, so I was telling them that, you know, I use all 4 of the products, the main products that I use with Wonder Curl. So I use 2 moisturizers and I use 2 styling gels. So for my low porosity hair in particular, which needs the most moisture, I use the Butter Than Love pudding. But for the bulk of my hair, I use the Get Slick hair jelly, because I wanted to get more fluff. The moisture from the Butter Than Love pudding, you know, really gives me a lot of moisture, so my hair hangs much more and it's flatter. It's gorgeous. I love, you know, how moist it is, but I want some fluff, so I switched to, which is also very moisturizing but doesn't weigh, you know, doesn't weigh my hair down as much, is the Get Slick hair smoothie. So for this portion of hair, because it's low porosity, I use the Butter Than Love pudding first. So I sprayed it with just plain water, applied some Butter Than Love pudding, and then I put on the Get Set hair jelly. So you didn't miss much. And I thank you for joining. Are there any other questions? Thank you for the hearts, and thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, Get Slick hair smoothie for fluffy hair. You are very welcome, Lorena. You're all welcome for the recap, and I thank you all for being a part of. I just wanted to get on here and share a little bit because I'm so excited. Because my hair is so big, it's hard to squish into that. Do you use a leave-in on wash day? Well, my leave-in is my moisturizer. This is my leave-in, the Butter Than Love pudding, well, I use them together, the Get Slick hair smoothie. So these are my leave-ins. These are my moisturizers. They're synonymous. You know, your moisturizer and your leave-in are essentially, you know, one and the same. And so, yeah. So I was sharing that before, it was hard to get all this hair, into the frame where we had to, broadcast with our phones turned this way. So now that we can do it landscape, or portrait, okay. Now that we can do it landscape, it's even better. Can't wait to try them. I know, I'm so excited for you. I'm running low on my supplies, so I have to be really careful. Hair crushing over here. Aw, thank you. I think that's Patricia. Do you want to use oil-based leave-in with your styler? You want to use an oil, oh, okay, so that's Scarlett letting you know. Thank you all for the hearts. Thank you all so very much. Oh, welcome, Tamika. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Yeah, so like I said, it's going to take, oh my goodness, you know what? I realized something. I didn't even introduce myself. Yeah, so for those of you who were kind enough to join me and to be a part of my broadcast, I just wanted to share with you, my name is Abena Palmore. I'm a licensed cosmetologist. I work in a salon. I'm a natural hair specialist, and I work in a salon in the Bronx. It's called the Gifted Hair Clinic. It's located at 3511-Boston Road. It's on the corner of East Chester Road. It's in the Bronx near the Co-op City, which is a landmark area. It's also very near to West Chester. It's the northern part of the Bronx. So you can book an appointment with me via styleseat.com/Abena Palmore. Wonder Curl going to watch now. Okay, whatever that is. Thank you so much, Tamika. And so, yes, you can book an appointment with me via styleseat.com/Abena Palmore. And you can work with me directly, and I'll work on your hair, analyze, any situations you have going on, and give you recommendations and hair tips specifically customized for you. You can also find me via YouTube at Embrace Natural Beauty. That's the name of my channel, where I share simple tips and techniques that have been helpful to me in my own natural hair journey, that have helped me to maintain my hair, to keep it in good condition, and to retain length, which has been my hair goal. And I want all of my viewers and all of my followers to also keep their hair in good condition, to maintain their hair, and so that they also may retain length and enjoy their hair and embrace natural beauty of their own. So you'll find me on YouTube at Embrace Natural Beauty. You'll also find me on Facebook at Embrace Natural Beauty. And on Instagram, as Scarlett had shared before, my Instagram is embrace_natural_beauty. And then my Twitter and my Periscope here are Embrace, capital letter N, Beauty. I have a broadcaster's voice. Thank you. Oh, sure. You'll think about growing your hair out maybe for about 5 minutes, and then you'll change your mind, because I know the feeling. You are so very welcome, Morena. I'm, just happy to be sharing in any way with you guys. I absolutely love Periscope. So for those of you who haven't noticed, I did Periscope twice this week, and I plan to come back again on Sunday. Thank you, Tamika. Actually, my Instagram, there are underscores to break that up, because Embrace Natural Beauty in all one word was not available. So it's Embrace_natural_beauty. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I will be back here again on Sunday, which is going to be my regularly scheduled night. But I think I may mix it up and throw in some more broadcasts just as I see fit. And plus, people have questions, so I like to be able to answer questions, like for Donna and for any and every one of you. So again, I want to thank you all. No worries. Thank you. I really appreciate you doing that for me, Tamika. I really do. So thank you all again for joining. Just wanted to do this landscape thing. My hair fits. I'm going to be up for a little while longer and allowing this to air dry. Thank you for my team for showing up and for sharing with me. And thank you all just for being here with me today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening, and look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care for now and have a great night. Thank you, Morena. You have a great night as well. Thank you. Good night. Now I got to figure out how to turn this off because it's landscape. Okay, let me see. Turn this way. I'll figure it out. This way. There we go. I got it.